Ever feel like your finances are just a big jumble of numbers? It can be pretty overwhelming. But what if I told you there's a super simple way to see your entire financial world on a single scale? Well, today we're going to break down the difference between what you own and what you owe.
So let me ask you this. How can you get a snapshot of your financial health in just a single glance? No complicated spreadsheets, no confusing jargon. It all comes down to understanding just two really powerful ideas that we're about to unpack.
I want you to imagine a classic balance scale. You know the kind. On one side, we are going to pile up everything you own. And on the other side, we'll put everything you owe. The way this scale tips, well, that tells you the most important part of your financial story. So let's get started and load up that first side. All right, let's begin with the positive side of the scale. You could say it's the fun side. We're talking about all the stuff you own. In the world of finance, there's a word for this: assets. And you know what? It really is that simple. An asset is anything you own that has some kind of value. The keyword here, the one to remember, is own. If it belongs to you, if it's in your name and it's worth some money, hey, it's an asset. And as you can see here, the term asset covers a lot of ground. For you and me, it's probably the big things like a house or a car. But for a business, an asset might be something like heavy machinery or even just a powerful idea, like a company patent. But the bottom line is exactly the same. It's valuable stuff that they own.
So if you boil it all down, here's the simple truth. An asset is something that helps you make money, or at least has the potential to, either right now or somewhere down the road. It's the wealth-building side of your financial life.
Okay, so now it's time to look at the other side of our balance scale. And let's be honest, for a lot of us, this side can feel a little bit heavier. This is everything you owe. The financial term for this stuff is a liability.
A liability is pretty much just a debt. It's a financial promise you've made to someone else. I mean, think about it this way. If an asset is what you own, a liability is simply what you owe. It's a claim that somebody else, like a bank, has on your future money. And yeah, these probably look pretty familiar, right? A liability can be that car loan, the pesky balance on your credit card, or a mortgage on your house. And for a business, it could be the taxes they owe the government or the salaries they have to pay out to their employees.
And this really highlights the difference, doesn't it? If an asset is something that helps you make money, a liability is something that costs you money. It's a constant outflow of your cash.
So here we go. We've got them side by side. On the left, everything you own, your assets. And on the right, everything you owe, your liabilities. This is the moment of truth. What actually happens when we put these two things on the scale and see how they balance out? This brings us to the big reveal, the final result. When you take everything you own and you subtract everything you owe, the number you're left with, well, that's the most important one of all. It's called your equity.
And here it is, the most fundamental formula in personal finance. Your assets minus your liabilities equals your equity. This single number is your financial bottom line. It's often called your net worth. It's the truest measure of where you stand financially.
Now, this whole financial snapshot we've been building, it has an official name. It's called a balance sheet. And the name makes perfect sense, right? It's a single page that shows how everything you own and everything you owe, well, how they balance out to show your true equity.
Let's make this real with a quick example. Okay, so on the asset side, you've got $5,000 in savings and your car is worth $10,000. That's $15,000 in total assets. On the liabilities side, you've got $2,000 on a credit card and a $3,000 car loan. That's $5,000 in total liabilities. So your $15,000 in assets minus your $5,000 in liabilities gives you an equity of $10,000. That's it. That's your net worth. So we have this number, this equity. But why do we care so much about it? What does it actually tell us? Well, it tells a really, really important story about your financial health. If what you own is more than what you owe, you have positive equity. This is fantastic. It's a sign of really good financial health. It basically means that if you sold everything you owned to pay off every single debt, you'd still have cash left over.
But if that scale tips the other way and your liabilities are greater than your assets, you have what's called negative equity. Now, this is a red flag. It signals some financial risk because it means that even selling everything you own wouldn't be enough to cover everything you owe.
And that right there is the big takeaway. Understanding this balance between what you own and what you owe is absolutely crucial. It's the foundation of financial literacy. It's not just about numbers on a page. It's about having the clarity to make smart decisions for your future.
So there you have it. You now understand the three key pieces of the puzzle: assets, liabilities, and equity. You have the tools to create your very own balance sheet and see your financial story with total clarity, maybe for the first time. The only question left is, what story is yours going to tell? Because finding that out, that's the first and most powerful step you can take.